Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld. So here we are back in Egg City, and hopefully this time I will not accidentally delete my recording like last time I did. So things are going pretty well for us in our base right here. We're about to, main priority right now is definitely getting more access to power going, I think. We do really need to get more metal, of course, but we also really need to focus on some defenses, because we just had, I believe it was our first raider attack, which is this lady right here. So obviously, future ones are going to be a bit more scary. We do have all of that metal to pick up soon. I completely forgot about that. So that will, that pretty much means at least for the time being, metal should not be too much of an issue. And once all of that is picked up, I think we honestly will want to close off that area and start making it so enemies will have to fight us up here. Then we'll want to haul all of that stuff out, because that will be very deadly to us with any snipers, and start building our Start figuring out where exactly we want to specify our base, or our area of attack, and of course start carrying out putting some turrets there. So I think it's going to be a little bit of time before we start getting into preparing for heavy combat, but we definitely do need to keep that in mind. I also need to clear out all this debris right here, so let's actually go ahead and select all that to be hauled right now, because I don't want that stuff chilling there for a while. That's gonna make my people very unhappy, and it's taking up room that a bed could have in that room, in addition to all that. Let's see, okay, she is set for a friendly chat, that's pretty good. One thing I have to apologize for to, Cool Dude Creeper Cosmos, who has helped out a lot in the comments, giving me really good advice. As definitely I should have done this. He suggested that I should have put the hydroponics room in there. That definitely is a much better room than here, because it's, like, directly right next to, the storage area. But I don't think this is all that far away, so it should be perfectly fine the way it is. Let's go ahead and start speeding up time. I also got a suggestion that I should, instead of putting this drop beacon here, start putting some, more growing areas out here. But personally, obviously we don't have an enormous sum of, food right now, but personally I feel like these hydroponic things are going to be enough, especially once we get 3 more in. Oh, a trade ship is passing by. Okay, they are an industrial trader. We could probably trade some metal for that then. I mean, probably trade for some metal then. Let's go ahead and open up comms right now, because we have so much money. I honestly think it would be perfectly well spent to buy some money, maybe even a slave. Oh man, there's so much, and it's very cheap. That's nice. We also might want to buy some healing medical equipment as well. I've never used uranium before, so it might be a cool idea to check that out. It says it powers reactors. Our reactors wouldn't be the geothermal generators, though, would they? Because I don't know if that's gonna, if this uranium is going to come into effect later in the game, but right now I'm not sure what effect that would have. Does he have any slaves? No, he does not have any weapons either. So honestly, I feel pretty good about buying a ton of metal. Okay, we don't have enough money to buy that much. It's, doesn't go for quite as cheap as I had hoped, but really? Only 113 for all of that? Honestly, I kind of might want to let this guy go then. Let's go ahead and, reset. There, yeah, get it all to 0, and then just let this dude fly by. That might be a mistake, but in all honesty, all of that is gonna give us more than 100 pretty easily, I believe. Yeah, those are 35 each. So, I think I would rather mine than spend $1,000 on metal that we could pretty easily get on our own. Let's go ahead and check our people. Okay, so the lady who's sleeping right now is our hauler. I was wondering about that, because I was like, can someone please pick up all this metal? But someone will get to that eventually, especially since right now they're going to prioritize hauling that rock debris, which I'm perfectly fine with having them do that instead. So let's see. This lady hasn't been interrogated at all at this point, correct? Let's check her needs. Not her needs, yeah, her thoughts. Okay, she's pretty happy. So how do we want to construct our base in the future? That is a big old question for us right now. One thing we should prioritize, we don't have enough metal for it. Once we get that metal, we'll put at least 2 batteries in this room, I think. We'll put one probably right there, and one right there, then we'll put a bed right about there. I think that should be pretty fine for this room. That fire shouldn't cause a Actually, that fire might spread, because it is a dry thunderstorm. Let's go ahead and switch it to ×2, so we can manage our time a little bit easier if that does get out of control. But I'm pretty sure it will die down. If it spreads enough to get close to our base, though, we could stop it before it causes us any any real trouble or anything like that. Man, oh man, I really wish I didn't set up this rock debris spot until I had already set up those. Oh, I've set up all of these ones. That will have saved me a lot of time in the way of people slowly walking over that. But you know, that's perfectly fine, I suppose. I mean, obviously that time could be used much better, but at this point it's not going to kill us or anything, or at least I don't think it is. I may be completely wrong about that, and the time that is being wasted with them hauling those things might have saved me if I used it otherwise. But that would be quite tragic if that was the case. Like those, like, I don't know, 2.5 seconds adding up, leading to my doom, that would be absolutely horrific. So the room that'll be right here will probably split it into 2 rooms. We could make this room right here. Oh, actually right there, because it would be longer. Okay, how about this? We make like this much space of the room a dining hall. Would that be big enough, though? I think that would be big enough. And then we could have an area like spanning probably around this much room, which could be our barracks. It probably won't be that long, like that tall, but you know, we'll set up like 2 rooms that can end up becoming the equipment barracks. Maybe there's also a better way to set it up as well, but I feel pretty confident with that idea. So once we get more metal and build those batteries, that'll be our first priority. We'll start getting to work on all that. Is there enough room to build another one of these? No, we have to mine out that 1 rock in the future. Okay. And of course haul those, but that won't be much of a problem. Because I think we definitely need to prioritize the batteries right now more than actually solar panels. So let's go ahead and put 1 right there, and 1 right there. Also, one thing, I don't think I told you guys this before, but I heard that someone mentioned in the comments that apparently walls can short circuit. It's just very rare. That breaks my heart. Breaks my heart entirely, because that's why I use these walls, so they won't short circuit, because I freaking hate short circuiting. We should actually probably get to work on researching these blasting charges. Let's go ahead and set that out in progress, because I really want to do good work in testing out that strategy, because I think that one would be really good. I want to fix my current turret strategy so it's actually more effective and less self-destroying. But then I also want to really try out that blast charge one, because I really like the idea of trapping dudes in a room with bombs, leaving them to suffer their own demise by that kind of fate. So let's go ahead and see how much metal is still out here. About 4 more. Someone might be able to pick all that up in 1 run. I'm not sure how much metal, or how much anything people are able to haul in 1 go. They seem to be able to haul a pretty high amount, though. Is that more metal? Oh, there's a tiny bit more metal up there, and Larson seems to be getting it. Good job, my good man! Way to go. In all honesty, if I didn't notice that, he probably would have grabbed it and taken it away without me ever noticing it was there. How much metal's left? Okay, let's see how much this lady picks up. If she picks up all of it, we could start planning to build that 1 wall there. Ah, so close. Okay, only 1 more trip though, so we don't need to build that wall quite yet. And then good news is, in the future, we have like 2 really good stashes of metal that we could start mining into. And there was also this one right down here really close to our base. The only reason why I wouldn't want to mine this out... Oh, what's this? Raiders! Okay, that's a little bit earlier than expected. It's only 2 of them, Problem is, she's about to alert them. So, let's take off her everyone's prioritizing of hauling, and we'll just have them work on other things for now. Yep, okay, she's going back. I think we should almost certainly be able to handle these two alone with our team, though, which is obviously very nice. We only have one gun, or do we? We do have two. Okay. Okay, once they decide to attack, I think it would be really good to station one person there and station another person right there. They obviously could defend themselves right about here, or right about there, but I don't think they have enough range if they both have pistols. They do both have pistols. Okay, if we're stationed there and they go here, they should not have enough range. If they go around this corner, they most certainly will, though. But only one person can take that cover. One could stand right there. I think that still functions as cover, even though it would be kind of a flank. But, or we would kind of have the flank on them. But I think that might still qualify as some cover. So I definitely have to be prepared to pause it immediately once they start running at us, because I want to get our people in those two positions very quickly. But besides that, what do we have to do? This lady, she doesn't need to mine. Let's just have her go do construction repair and cleaning for now, I suppose. Might as well get the area clean so people will stay happy about things. What's something that could be built? That's what I should think of right now. What could really happen that I would love for her to do? Oh, but she can't haul anymore. Okay, let's have her haul, and hopefully she'll haul these. I'm gonna keep an eye on what she's going to do, though, because oh, trader ship, okay. Oh, no, it left communications. Okay, that doesn't really matter all that much. It's raining right now. That would make it pretty intense for this battle, if they decided to come and strike now. Unfortunate thing is, our lady with the gun is wounded. So Larson would probably be better to hold on to it, but since Larson's a scientist, I'm pretty sure he has very low health. I think we should be fine. If the raiders attack soon, they should still, yeah, they're both still pretty injured. Honestly, oh, okay, here they come, here they come. I was about to say, this would probably be a perfectly fine situation for me to attack them. Oh, that's a prisoner. No wonder that wasn't working out for me. Good news is, she was already walking over here. Oh. Maybe they noticed me. I don't think they noticed me, but you know what? Regardless of whatever happened, I think that's perfectly fine the way that worked out. A trading ship has passed by, and they are a combat supplier. Would have been nice to happen a couple of seconds ago so I could get more weapons, or better weapons, if they have any, but, you know, it's, we would need an equipment barracks built to swap them anyways. Although we could have given Larson the gun, but I'm more than happy with how, this battle should turn out, especially since our lady's fully healed now. That's really nice. Okay, so where is she going? Oh, she's just gonna chill out there. I don't think the cactuses provide cover, but I may be completely wrong in that regard. Oh, lady, please don't. Oh, God. She's a Marine. That makes sense why she's such a good shot. This dude's just a miner, though. Let me see. Hopefully we'll be able to take out the miner before, oh God, I think I need to get Larson in on this. Let's go ahead and have Larson, tackle this lady, because our people are pretty wounded. We're at a 50 and 71. Okay, 71 is good. Obviously not perfect. Perfect would be no damage at all. Now it's at 40. Oh, this is actually starting to look somewhat tense. 31. One more hit and she'll be either incapacitated or one hit from death. So this is very frightening, actually. Shoot, she's incapacitated. That's not good. I wonder if there's a certain amount of health that actually forces someone to be incapacitated. So no matter what, she would have gotten incapacitated there. God damn it, this sucks. Larson, please take down this Marine. Punch her and punch her hard. And Horn, please do not lose that fight. That would be very bad if you did. Larson! I'm gonna be so pissed at you. Please, Larson, Larson, Larson. Larson! Oh my God. We just lost. Are you kidding me? Well, that's that! What a stupid way for us to lose our colony. Because honestly, I thought that was a good setup. I mean, we probably could have done better. Maybe set our squads there and there, then they wouldn't really have anywhere to go. But our squad mates were garbage in that fight. I can't believe Larson got taken out on her when... Oh my god. Okay, well, nothing else to do but start a new colony, so let's go ahead and do that. I really liked that colony. That's, makes me very upset, whatever. It'll be fun to start something new. It's always good to start new. I just want to actually progress. You know? But whatever. Okay, so we have a good grower here, who's also pretty good in all other traits, so I think I would like to hold on to her. A noble is the social people. In all honesty, especially since he can't do any of that, he's incapable of manual dumb... What? I don't even know what that means. Oh, okay, that means I guess that means he just can't build or grow or do research or any of that, but he can haul things, I presume? Because usually it just says they won't haul things if they can't. So this actually might be a perfectly fine setup, although our scientist would also have to be our miner, but that might be perfectly fine. If this dude could mine, I would really like him a lot. But you know what? I actually don't use the socializing skill too much. So let's try to either get a assassin? A settler, I don't want that, even though they're pretty skilled. Okay, a noble. But he's really good at shooting. And melee. I thought nobles were, good with a social trait. And actually, he is better than most, being at 6. So this guy might be a good choice. He's still manual dumb. He's caring and social. I think this guy's good. Because he's like the other dude, but he can actually research. So let's have a bad researcher and get a really good miner instead. I would rather do that. This guy actually might be pretty good. He's really balanced, but no social. I would rather... Okay, this is something I like more. Really good at construction and mining, maybe even growing. I could have him do some growing work, although this lays better, so I think I'd rather focus on that. That sounds cool to me. You know what? Because he's not an assassin, I'm gonna name this dude Guns. So I know that he's gonna be the one using the guns. Because, you know, I'm a big donkey dong with those kinds of things. I always forget. Let me see. Alright, just land on the planet, yada yada yada, everything's happy and hunky-dory, although we may die. That's my little summing up of everything that happened right there. Okay, so this is an interesting start to a base, I gotta say. We have 2 geysers, as per usual, scattered about. Both of them are actually near mountainsides, but I think I would really want to go with this top one. Ah, squirrel, you're in the worst possible spot. There we go. I think I want to go for this top one, because that means that we can build another base into the mountainside while still having this thing going for us. So that might be a cool plan, or I actually really think that would be a cool plan. And there is not all that scrap to move if we just build the generator right there, but have our base going along like this. Maybe even just to swap things up, we'll have like the entrance going towards the left over here, so enemies will have to like maneuver around that. Although they would have a lot of the mountainside for cover, but I could mine it out just to make it one flat wall. I don't know. I have to think about things. I did have what I thought was an interesting idea. Let's actually build a little demonstration right here. You guys will have to tell me if this is a swell idea. Okay, so this is my base. Here is the killing arena, right in there. Would it be really smart if I created a funneling system that basically went like that? So only one unit could enter in at a time, or only one unit could use this tiny bit of cover, while I have a whole series of turrets right here that would totally wreck that one guy alone. Obviously, it would risk destroying the wall and letting more guys come in, but that's what I was thinking. That's an idea that I had recently that I thought would be pretty good. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I thought it sounded like a swell idea. You guys will have to give me some tips on that. I kind of like how this is a weird cross-looking design for that, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter at all. Matter at all. So let's put our dumping areas for starters. Where would be a good dumping area? So we're going to want to start by building our geothermal generator right there. Oh, we can actually put it down without having to move any of those. I do want to wall it in, though. So that means our structure or wall is going to be built like that, and then like that, so I could get behind it as well. And then we'll probably put the nutrient paste dispenser like right about there. Actually, yeah, let's set all this up to begin with, so we can get off good right off the bat. Set that up there, and then we could put like some batteries right about there. I think that would look pretty good. Let's honestly like set up everything. Or actually, no. I think I want the stockpile spot right here. Or do I want this its own room? You know what, let's make this its own room so it'll be closed up rather nicely, and then we could have that going along there. We will put a door right there. I think that would look nice, and once I can afford it, we'll put a door right there as well. So things we're going to want to prioritize is, of course, hauling out I think all of that rubble, actually. We'll leave a little bit, we'll leave, like, the rest just chilling there, but I think it's probably a good idea to get those ones that are lining up against the wall gone. And then we could probably, we honestly could probably put a dump area right about here? I think that would be fine, just, like, around this mountainside, because we're not going to want to mess with this mountainside. There isn't really any good materials along here. Maybe we could put them in with a muffalo, though. Would that be better? It would be really tedious to have them walk in there, though. So I think just lining around this mountainside would be a swell enough idea. So we could set up a bunch of those for now. 4 of them will, of course, be something that we could deal with for a while. So let's see. Where is Guns? Guns? Take your pistol and prepare to kill some angry enemies. And now you could go do your own thing. Oh, I have to set it. No! Oh, I was expecting that Guns could do a little bit. I wish this is one thing that I hope gets introduced in a later update of the game. I hope when you're looking at all the characters' stats, you could actually pull up this screen, because this screen would be really helpful to look at in addition to just the number values for all their traits. Because obviously, this is the most user-friendly version of it, you know? Rather than having to read all the traits to see if someone can't do those certain skills, it's nice just to see that they're completely blocked out by being non-existent. So at least Guns can do research. That's really good. So he's not gonna be completely useless once we get that research table built. And then, okay, so Riggs is going to be our grower. And also our warden, which means we'll probably make O'Donnell the doctor, and then want to take off these 2. That seems pretty fine by me. I really wish we could have someone focusing on hauling. That's the really nice thing about having 3 people early on. You usually can have someone specifically haul while still having 2 other people get a lot done, but obviously we sacrifice that for a good shooter right here. But it is always nice to get a good shooter, although not really all that good for the early game, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and speed up time. And we actually really need that metal going, but I don't know. Things will work out however they will. Once all this is built, we'll probably actually consider swapping one of the people into just prioritizing hauling. And honestly, actually, let's have O'Donnell do that right now. O'Donnell, my good sir! You're just the miner anyways. We're gonna take those off of you, and you don't need to clean either, because, I don't even think he could clean right now, because they don't have any specified rooms set up. So, O'Donnell, once you figure all that out, I would love it for you to go and get some more metal for me. Let's actually, while that's going on, have Riggs prioritize building that, then have Riggs prioritize building the geothermal generator as well, because while we need those walls to connect to the geothermal generator and this thing, Actually, we might not if the power is able to reach from there to there. But yeah, I think it's best to get those built instead of the actual wall first. And there we go, we're getting some more metal. That is obviously very positive for us. So let's go ahead and set up building the standing lamps. We'll put just one in each corner, do our little usual standard setup. And a nice little bed can be stationed right about there. I'm thinking, would I want to put some batteries along this wall? I think I could fit one there without risking destroying the geothermal generator if it explodes. But I would definitely line it up against the wall so it stood like this, like that. Even then, it looks like it's pretty close, though. Maybe a bit too close for comfort. I'll think about that, because obviously I really want to set up this room nicely, but and get some batteries going as early as possible, but I also don't want to risk losing this geothermal generator in any way, because they are so expensive. Nice to know that it is powering our nutrient paste dispenser, though. I'm not sure if that's because of this one block right there, or if they actually do reach via power. And let me test that out. I believe it's the walls that we need? Yeah. I wish I could tell if they could reach each other. But I'm not sure, because basically what I'm talking about is whenever you set up things like the auto turrets, they have that little yellow wire that goes across, so you can actually, so they don't need to be directly touching something to get the power, unless they're too far, where you would need to either bring a wall closer or use the power conduits. But I'm not sure if the nutrient paste dispenser can do that with a power source. Maybe, maybe not. I know the lights can as well, but, actually, here's probably a good way to test it. Just click it. Ah, yes, it can do that, 100%. That's good to know. So let's see. Now that we've gotten all of those built up, we could probably put that door right there. So how do we want to progress with our base in the future? It might be a good idea to start mining. Although people are going to keep on grabbing materials from all around the map. Oh. I forgot to mark, or I missed marking that metal right there, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, people with O'Donnell walking around hauling things, we're gonna get a steady flow of stuff coming, so I don't think we quite need to mine that out yet. And I think I actually would prefer to get all of our resources. Oh, I gotta get rid of this dumping area. I think I would prefer to get the majority of our metal from the metal scattered around the map, because I'd rather pick that up early than having to pick that up later. And obviously this is nice and close to our base, so it's nice to get to just let that sit. Oh, I was wondering why that light isn't powered. It's because the door isn't connected right now. That's kind of funny. So, think. What's the best thing to prioritize? Research room, so we could get hydroponics, and then building the hydroponics room probably like somewhere around here. I think this would be a really good stockpile room. Then maybe right here we could put the hydroponics setup. So let's build another one of these right now. Obviously, I need to build one of those before I could sell our current one. And the nice thing is, this will be a big enough room that we could also put in some batteries around the corner. So maybe I want to wall off this room as early as possible. And let's go ahead and sell you, so I only have one of those, and get that money back. And then we could start building this. You go along there. I want 2 spaces on all sides, so that goes up there. And then that goes along there. So let me think. If the nutrient paste dispenser is right here, it's probably best to put the dining room right about there, to keep things as close as possible, so people can always socialize with each other. I think that would be a good setup. So this room could be our prisoner room for now. Like we always have, as you guys know, we always have our makeshift beginning prisoner room, which eventually at least I plan to eventually turn into a common room instead and make a more legit professional kind of prisoner room shortly afterwards. So I think that should work well for the time being. Then we need our research room for sure. That's the only thing about that. So where do we want to put that room? Honestly, we could kind of just have it jut out here. That'll look a little strange, but I kind of want to get it built. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to, where's the research table? There we go. I don't think the research table needs a roof, so we don't necessarily need to worry about prioritizing getting that covered up at the moment, but you know, we'll let things go however they will. And then if I close that off like that, once this is finished off there, because before too long, or I shouldn't say before too long, oh god, I didn't want to do that. No, I want to cancel you, you fool! Let's go ahead and click on that more directly and cancel it that way. Eventually I want to mine all that out so I could finish off building the wall right there. Then I'll also mine out this right here, so this room will be a bit bigger. So I think that should still be enough space to put the dining hall. And it's gonna be a relatively big room, I think, unless I wall this off as well. We'll see how this place progresses and expands and builds with time. Maybe I'll put that right there. Does this room would this room be good with 2 doors? I mean, I don't know if that's necessary. Let's just save the metal. You know, it's always good to save 20 metal. Oh, 22 metal, technically, because walls only go for 3 metal each. I was incorrect about my counting there. We need to put in some lights. So this room will actually have some brightness to it. And the chair! We always need the chair before research starts getting done. And let's get this hydroponics started right off the bat. That needs to get done immediately, especially so Guns will have something to do. Yes, okay, good. Good, sir. Do your research. Then we also need to make his bed so he'll be a little happy camper sleeping in there. This room's a little bit cramped, but I think that's fine. We'll put in another lamp right there just so it's bright enough. So let us see. Probably would be a good idea. Oh, no. The batteries. I need to get some batteries built. One there, one there, one there, and then one there. That should be nice enough. Maybe I could also put one there and one there. But actually, you know what? Let's set up this room's lights a little bit differently than most rooms, since we have the batteries set up as they are. We'll put 2 lights there and 2 lights there. I think that should be pretty nice looking. Who knows? Maybe I'll be completely wrong and it'll look absolutely awful once the room's done. But I don't know. It'll look fine. Really need this area roofed though, because otherwise this is going to be a short-circuiting, like, death trap. So, yeah, prioritize the wall first, lady. Please continue prioritizing the wall. I'm gonna, like, command her as much as I can for this segment right here until that wall is fixed, because, I have way too much stuff in there that can short-circuit. Okay, and now I feel safe about this room. Now that it actually has a roof over its head. So, I cannot believe Earth City was taken down in such a pathetic way. That was absolutely awful. I'm gonna save Colony 1 right here. We'll decide its name once that time comes around. But, you know, I was really excited about how that one was gonna go, and I think that was the first time we've ever got taken down on the second raider encounter. That was just like, probably some bad planning on where I set up my troops, but also some bad random number generator, draws or dice rolls on our abilities to shoot, although they did have a more effective shooter on their team. But you guys know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.